TV News has confirmed more UCP members traveled outside the country during the holiday break, and some are still outside Alberta, even though Premier Jason Kenney asked them to come home on Friday.
Yeah, Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo MLA Tanny Yao is in Mexico, and his colleagues haven't been able to get a hold of him to tell him to come home. At least 9 UCP staffers and MLAs traveled outside of the country. Many Albertans furious about the lack of punishment from the Premier, who said on Friday that no repercussions will be taken because no laws were broken. Hawaiian Lays decorate a pair of Christmas trees in Grand Prairie, a welcome home for Municipal Affairs Minister Tracy Allard outside her constituency office. She recently returned from a family holiday in Hawaii, breaking the pandemic travel guidelines from her own government.
It's completely uncalled for.
You guys put these rules in, but you're not going to follow them yourself. It's ridiculous.
Kenny's all about personal responsibility. He hasn't taken any.
I served in the PC government as a press secretary under Ellison Redford. I know what the feeling is out there, and it's way worse than anything I've ever experienced before.
Now, Premier Jason Kenney took the blame on Friday, saying his guidelines were unclear. The opposition NDP is holding a news conference today to demand that Allard step down and other MLAs be disciplined. Now, Energy Minister Sonia Savage also left the province over the holidays to check on her property in BC. The Premier's office says it was for essential maintenance because of a water pipe issue and not a vacation. The Premier's Executive Director of Issues Management,
like somebody couldn't handle it with all the money she has. Please.
Christmas. That province adopted the same rules as Alberta, allowing single people to join a household gathering. Wolf says it was only himself and his parents.
Alberta is reporting its lowest COVID-19 case count in months. Alberta's top doctor says it is likely due to fewer tests that were processed on New Year's Day. Dr. Hill is reporting an estimated 400 new cases in her preliminary update. The last time there was a daily case count in the 400s was back in October. About 8,100 tests were completed, and that is less than half the number that labs in our province are able to process. Hinshaw also says both hospitalizations and intensive care admissions remain, quote, stable. No data was released on how many people died from COVID-19, and we expect a more detailed report later this afternoon. School returns across the province this morning, but students will not be in the classroom. Students in all grades will learn from home this week. In-person classes are scheduled to resume next Monday. Junior high and high school students switch to online learning on November the 30th.
A Northern Alberta couple and their 2 young daughters.
So while these kids are going to school and learning from the rest of this pandemic and, suffering, and being educated at home and being stripped from their childhood, I'm being stripped from my adulthood. Oh, gee. I don't want to go further. I'm feeling depressed. I got to take a break.